Good evening, everyone. Welcome back. This is Rebecca with Red True Crime. First, well, apologize for how I sound. I have pneumonia, and I am I'll slather with makeup to make sure you don't see that I'm dying. But that's why I have not been on the last week or so because I have just been battling one health problem after another. So I have pneumonia, and here we are at. So I'm here. So welcome to Red True Crime. My name's Rebecca. At the moment, hopefully, I'm not dying at the end of this. Sorry. So, this case that I'm about to talk about hit me a little hard, and, it's a prime example of how bad domestic violence situations can get, and when you have a person who has been committing, um, violent crimes against people ongoing for periods and he's not stopped, the end result is catastrophic. So, but before I go into all that, I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone for the support and for being here and watching. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Because again, these stories that I do, these people I cover, it's their story that should be heard, cautionary tales that should be out there. And sorry. And the more you share, the more you comment, the more you like, it puts it all out there for people to hear what hear just to hear it. So, no matter which service you're watching me on, whether it's Facebook, whether it's YouTube, whether it's TikTok or Instagram, um, thank you. And if you've not subscribed, please do so. Okay, so we are going to talk about one Brian Parker Bigelow, this gentleman right here. Nope, that's hold on. There he is, Mr. Brian Bigelow. Now he was arrested yesterday and charged with first degree murder of one Katrina Viers or Veers. I'm not sure how you pronounce her name. They had been in a romantic relationship and things got very bad and he killed her. So let's get back to him. So, like me, like I always do, I always do my due diligence when it comes to stuff like this to see, the background history of somebody who has committed a crime. Like, is this their first time? Did things just go wrong? Um, you know, but this guy's 41 years old and his criminal history goes all the way back to 2001. 2001. And I'm not sure what on earth that noise is, but 2001. And it's absolutely crazy how bad, this really is with, this guy's history. So let me put my glasses on so I can read this because I wasn't able to download everything over to the computer to put it up for you all to see, so you're gonna have to take my word on what I'm reading. So, we go back. He was charged with simple assault in 2002. He was charged with assault with a deadly weapon in 2001, communicating threats in 2001. And before I go any further, this is the ones from early in the 2000s have nothing to do with Katrina Viers. This is just somebody, just different things he's done. Injury to personal property, 2001. Habitual felon. Now he got uh, arrested for this, and I'm not sure what exactly he did, but this was in Forsyth County, and this was in 2023, and this charge is still pending. So let me see. Yeah, there's no documents for me to pull up to find out what exactly he did, but to get that, but yeah, habitual felon in 2023 in Forsyth County, and then we've got oh yeah, here we go, first degree murder. This is now. So this happened on November 10th. So this happened yesterday. And it says, on or about the date of the offense shown and in the county named above, the defendant unlawfully, willfully, and feloniously did of malice aforethought kill and murder Katrina Viers. So first degree murder. That is what he's got. Now he's been denied bond. And Yeah, hold on one second here. I got people messaging me, but, let me turn down the volume on this thing. Mm, there we go. Anyway, so he committed, first-degree murder, which is why he's in for what he is in for right now. And he's been denied bond, which is great, but my question is, how many times did he have to darn near kill somebody before he killed somebody to get, locked away? Because the fact that they never did lock him away for any of this stuff and kept him away, considering he's a violent individual, and there's multiple charges of things he's been found guilty of for off and on for over the last 20 years, makes no sense why he was allowed out to kill somebody. Like right here, this one, what is this one? Yeah, that's the first degree murder, and he's got multiple cases going on. Yeah, kidnapping. Yeah, that's right. He kidnapped Katrina for too. Byers kidnapped her first, and then what else we got? Like kidnapping, all on the same day, where she ended up dead. Um, and there's the kidnapping, robbery with a dangerous weapon, simple assault. This was in May of this year, I believe. Let me see. Yep, May 20th of this year. Then we've got we gotta find all the he's had so many charges, that's crazy. I mean, this is all stuff he had pending too, ones I've just mentioned. The robbery with the dangerous weapon, the felonious assault, simple assault, habitual felon, all of this is ongoing pending. He had about 7 cases pending. So this man obviously did not understand that he's not supposed to do all these things. And my question is, why was he allowed to have bond? Because some of these cases where he had assault with a deadly weapon and whatnot, they gave him bond. It was like 10 grand. All he had to come up with was 1,000 and he was allowed out. And we got misuse of the 911 system. That was in 2024. This one is because there was another woman he was charged with hurting as well, and possession of a firearm by a felon. You know, So, like I said, I will never understand why this guy was granted bond, because this goes back to what I've been going on about for the last almost 2 years. Oh, yeah, here's another one. This is from August of this year. Assault by strangulation and misdemeanor crime of domestic violence. And this was also with Katrina Byers. So they were in a relationship and he had been hurting her and she had had a restraining order against him. And again, a piece of paper is not going to stop somebody from killing you, hurting you, whatever. If they really want to hurt you, they're going to do so. And this is a guy who would not stay away, would not be locked away. And now here we go. Now we have a dead person on our hands because this guy wasn't locked away for good. Because I would think after the multiple violent offenses, at some point, this guy can't be trusted. This guy can't be left out. I would lock him up and throw away the key. That's just my opinion. Now, you all might think I'm a little crazy, but now we've got this woman is now dead. Now, maybe she didn't make a great choice in a boyfriend. Maybe she's made multiple bad choices in boyfriends. That's not for me to say. But I dare say, had we kept him locked up, she would not have made that choice with him. I don't know. I mean, I could just sit on my soapbox all day and go on about this. But the rates of domestic violence in this country are too darn high. And the laws protecting people who do this are way too lax. Because my thing is you can beat somebody up and if as long as you can make bond, you get out. I mean, and you get an order of, to stay away, but, you call a cop, it could take 20 minutes for somebody to get there, and you could be dead by the time they get there. I don't know what the answer is, everybody. I feel that, again, I keep saying this, if you're somebody who is a violent offender and you've done sex crimes against women, children, whoever, or you have attempted to murder somebody, or you've tried to strangle somebody, or you have used a weapon to get somebody, these are cases that do not deserve bond. And he also has a history of it. All these times he's been charged with this stuff, he doesn't go to court. Failure to appear is all over these cases. So if they kept his butt locked up, then he could be adjudicated. He could processed, crime, whatever. But my thing is, had they kept him locked up, she would probably still be alive. So take a moment and think about that. She could very well still be alive if he never got out. Because, I mean, assault with a weapon, um, the other assault, the strangulation, all these things, he should have been locked up for and had been locked up for. But they should have kept him locked up. I'm all about people getting second chances and whatnot. But when you come out with these type of violent crimes, I don't know if that person deserves a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th chance. Because he has got page upon page upon page of crimes going all the way back to, like I said, to like 2001. So I don't know how much more evidence they need to keep somebody locked up forever. And not at any point did he kill anybody until now. But it wouldn't probably be for a lack of trying. Simple as that. Okay, so this is not gonna be a long one tonight. Like I said, I'm not well, and I'm battling this out. But this case, I saw it and it just bothered the heck out of me because, mm, this woman should still be alive. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna hop off here, but this is Rebecca with Red True Crime. Thank you for watching and supporting, and please subscribe. And as I always say, keep your head on a swivel and be weird, be rude, be safe. And just because you get a restraining order does not mean it's going to protect you completely. So always be prepared. So on that note, I'm out. Thank you again, and I'll see you next time. Bye.